What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 51 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
Sorry, I was just eating the remains of WCW. I had leftover dinner. Roadkill.
I hope it gives you indigestion.
Watching your shows give me indigestion. Why'd I say it like that? Let's get into the show, Chad. How you been?
I'm good. Just got out of work. It's like 2 a.m. here right now.
It's 1:30. Close enough. Round down.
Close enough.
Well, we got a big show to get through, Chad. It's Monday Night Raw. Oh, I didn't book a pre-show. Oh no. All right, we start off this Monday Night Raw with Jim Cornette in the middle of the ring, Chad. He says, well, I gotta grab this, sorry. He says, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Oh, I gotta change my arena. You gotta remind me to do that, Chad. You're my host with the most, all right?
Oh, thanks.
Cornette, welcome.
I thought I was your host with a ghost.
I wish you were a ghost.
Oh.
Oh no. Cornette welcomes everyone here to we were supposed to be in fucking Charleston, South Carolina tonight, but we're not. We're here in Madison Square Garden again. My apologies. Just pretend, okay? Close your eyes and pretend we're in the beautiful state of South Carolina. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and Jim Cornette is burping here in the middle of the ring here. Jim Cornette welcomes everyone here to Monday Night Raw, and he says we got a big show tonight, Chad. We got a big show, okay? Because tonight he's announcing the participants to the Elimination Chamber match on No Way Out in 3 weeks. And he announces that match will also include the WWF World Heavyweight Champion, The Rock. Yes, The Rock will have to defend his WWF World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber. Well, Chad, tell me about how you feel about that. Well, I book an angle that I forgot to book in the middle of the show.
Well, I mean, listen, I was going to say nothing. I was going to ghost you since you wanted me to be a ghost. But I will talk about the Elimination Chamber. I'm excited about it. And I think The Rock defending his belt in an Elimination Chamber would be quite fun. And I'm looking forward to it. And I have no idea who's in it. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm going to make my pick on who I think will win the Elimination Chamber. And I think it's going to be, and get ready for this, I think it's going to be Amazing Red.
Okay. Well, that'd be crazy. Amazing Red, a member of the SmackDown roster, former number one contender with his teammate Tony Mamaluke in TNT. So Amazing Red being here on Raw would be kind of crazy. Cornette also announces that remember that last week he wants an answer from Brock Lesnar on who he's going to go after for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Will it be The Rock or will it be the SmackDown champion Eddie Guerrero? And we will find that answer out in our main event tonight. That's the angle that I booked right there. Let's keep moving forward. Lenny Lane makes his way down to the ring after commercial. He says, welcome to Lenny Lane's show. He's here to continue this hot streak that he's on, to continue showing why to the WWF universe that he is the real deal. Lenny Lane here to make a statement win here tonight. He's taking on Epico, Chad.
That's huge.
And he gets a big win over Epico. They have pretty good chemistry here. And too bad they're two pre-show jobbers, so the crowd doesn't care. But Lenny Lane gets a 63 and gets a big win with a memory lane.
Listen, the crowd may not care, but listen, I care.
I care. In my heart, Lenny Lane is number 1 and Epico is number 2. My two favorite.
I scared because I care.
My two favorite boys, Lenny Lane and Epico.
Sure.
After
you
the
say
match,
it all the time.
After the match, we go backstage and it's Team Angle getting ready. John Cena's debut single match is up next, Chad. And how do you feel about John Cena and Kurt Angle together?
Oh man, it's as if they've done it in real life. That's how much sense that makes to me.
Have they done it in real life?
You wouldn't be able to see it if they did.
Because you cannot see John Cena.
True.
All right, we move. John Cena in action tonight. Ooh, 34 because pre-show workers. But it does not matter. Buff Bagwell's a pre-show worker. What did I do to your boy, Buff Bagwell, Chad?
Listen, I don't think I helped him much.
No, you did not. John Cena defeats Buff Bagwell in 9:47 with a spin-out powerbomb, though. Cena did get a 48, so I'm going to write that down. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's workable. All right? It's workable.
All right. Workable.
The match brought the crowd down. The crowd is not happy so far here in Madison
so
Square Garden. And
so far, they're like, boo, this stinks.
And I'm not happy to be here in Madison Square Garden. Backstage, Taka Michinoku is with Stone Cold Steve Austin. They had a big tag team match last week. And Taka says, hey, Steve, we've been great partners, the last couple weeks together. How about we tag together for real, for full time? I mean, how about... And Austin's like, Taka, I don't know about that, I'm a singles man, I'm a lone wolf, I'm the Texas rattlesnake. And Taka's like, look, we've been great. You can't deny the facts, and neither could Jim Cornette, because Cornette, he said if we win tonight, we get to challenge the tag team champions at the pay-per-view. And Austin's like, what? Austin, Taka Michinoku, Chad, if they win the night, they take on CM Punk and Ace Steel for the belts at No Way Out.
What's the name for this?
We haven't decided yet. They just decided they're a full team now. So we don't know a team yet, Chad. We don't have a name for these two guys. What would you call them?
The Taka's rattlesnake.
Right. Stash and Stud, they said they just saw the last promo. And they said they've been walked over and treated like garbage. Once again, a random tag team just leapfrogs them to a title match. That makes them sick, Chad. And they're going to take out their frustrations against Epico and Primo tonight. Carlito and Primo, not Epico. And they defeat them in 7-4. Oh, actually, the Shining Stars win. What the fuck did I book that for?
Well,
shit.
I'm glad they showed us.
That was not supposed to happen. The Shining Stars are going into business themselves here, Chad, as they defeat Carlito. What the fuck happened? Did I book that? Yep, I did. What an idiot I am. No wonder why you guys are getting leapfrogged. You're letting Carlito pin you in 7 minutes. Oh, fuck. All right. Jad Cornette has announced the 6 men in the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be Rock defending his title against Kane, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle, the Iceman, Dean Malenko, and the world's strongest athlete, Mark Henry. What a match.
I forgot that you had Dean Malenko, and I actually almost went, what the fuck?
Chad, we have not recorded for 2 days. How did you forget already?
I know. Listen, it's been a long 2 days.
He's been here since November.
It's been a long day, man.
All right. So who's gonna win that match, Chad? He also
go ahead. Man, well, the Amazing Red's not in it. That's been confirmed. But Big Red is. I'm gonna go Kane.
A lot of men who have not got any world title match opportunities are getting one here at the Elimination Chamber. A lot of names you're not familiar with in the world title picture are in it for the first time, giving them a shot at gold for the first time in a while, including Jeff Jarrett and Dean Malenko. We move on, though, Chad. Cornette also announces that Kane and Jeff Jarrett will go one-on-one tonight in our main event. We move on. Randy Orton's backstage, and he is confronted by Christian Cage and John Bradshaw Layfield. If I'm not mistaken, those two were former partners together. Or that was Edge and JBL. Sorry. And Randy Orton is confronted by these two, and Christian is looking at that. He's like, look, man, you can't have both belts here. That's just disrespectful. That's just mean. That's just rude. That's just selfish. And we want a shot at him. And JBL's like, well, I am the wrestling god. And the wrestling god deserves a shot at either one of those belts. So how about this, Randy Orton? You think you're so good? You think you're so generational? How about you put your money where your mouth is? How about next week we have a 2-bout triple threat match. Okay, the winner of the first pin, whoever gets the first pin gets the European Championship. Whoever gets the second pin gets the Intercontinental Championship. So, Randy, you could lose both belts but not getting pinned either time. Or you can pin me or Christian Cage both times and win both belts. Or the belts could be split either way. And Randy's like, it doesn't matter who's in the match with me. I'm coming out. I'm 2-belt Orton. All right? I'm walking away with both my championships.
I'm Randy 2 belts.
So, triple threat match, 2 belts on the line, 2 pinfalls, Chad. What an idea.
What a match. What a big match.
Speaking of big matches, King Iakea continuing his winning streak here, defeating Devon Storm in 1504 with a top rope DDT. Former European champion King Iakea making a big win here. 71. Good for Devon Storm. He can go, but he's just not over. Yeah, and this was the angle that was supposed to make that triple threat match, but I forgot I booked it already. So this match, this angle did not.
Cornette, thank you.
Thanks, Cornette. We get that match here, Chad. It's Taka and Steve Austin defeating the Headbangers, and they get a win here. They show excellent chemistry together, and they will move on to take on the Second City Saints at No Way Out in 3 weeks. They got a big win. Austin 100, Taka 95. That's sick. That's just, I love it. I love to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Headbangers, greatest match they've ever had in years. What more can I say here? What more? Are you excited for Austin and Taka to win the belts, Chad?
I mean, yeah, hell yeah. Send it.
Jeff Jarrett and his boys, the Kings of the Mountain, they play Jeff Jarrett down to the ring. Our main event tonight, Kane and Jeff Jarrett in a great wrestling match. Great heat, good action, good men in the ring slapping each other. Jeff Jarrett loses to Kane in 1807. Kane hitting a chokeslam and getting the 1, 2, 3 on the leader.
Yeah, good chemistry.
Great chemistry there too. Got a good match right there. And Kane celebrates in the ring, but now, Chad, we go backstage. It's Cornette with Brock Lesnar, and he needs to pick which guy he's going after at WrestleMania. Who is it going to be, Chad? Is it going to be Eddie or The Rock? Brock says he's a simple man. He says 2 words. He says, "People's Champ."
Chris. Oh, I thought he was going to say Chris Jericho.
It will. He calls his shot. He wants his shot at Rock if he walks out the Elimination Chamber, the champion. If he doesn't, I mean, he still fight for the Raw Championship at least. But right now, as it stands, we're getting Brock Rock, WrestleMania 17, the Houston Astrodome, 70,000 people. Chad, that's probably the biggest match of this save. Let's finish the show. Ooh, a 71 because I didn't look at the segments again. What an idiot I am. I think actually what happened was that final angle I threw and fucked it because I did look at it. Oh, what an idiot I am. Doesn't matter. That show was great in my heart.
Brock is gonna bang.
That show was great in my heart. You can't tell me otherwise. We'll see you for Nitro.
All right, we are here. We are week 2 of WCW Nitro, the Road to Super Brawl. And Justin, we have a show in store for all of you today.
Just a show?
Well, I was going to say a big show, but I don't think it's going to be a big show. But we will beat a 71, so that's good.
I hate those shows, man. It pissed me off that you try to rub it in that I fucked up, Chad.
Little Justin's so sad that he messed up his
done it
Raw.
3 times now. I did it on Mania.
When will you learn?
Ugh.
That's okay, John. All right, and a pre-show bout.
God, Bob Sapp's here. He got a 17.
Oh, that's not good. And a pre-show bout, Apocalypse defeated Bob Sapp with an Armageddon.
Shout out Apocalypse for getting a 60.
Yeah.
Dude's ready.
Apocalypse might be ready.
Chad, remember who that is? Victor from NXT.
Well, of course I do. Yes, one of the Ascension guys.
Rise.
And another pre-show match, Chris Hero defeated Ken Anderson with a Hero's Welcome.
Yeah, Ken Anderson at 26. Welcome to the big show, brother.
He's not ready yet.
No, I told you. You literally signed him a week ago. I
wanted to see. Listen, you don't know.
I
saw Bob Sapp a week ago too. He's here.
He got a 17.
That's not good. He would. All right, so the show starts. Hulk Hogan is in the ring with Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, Teddy Long, and Nick Patrick. And now Hulk says, "All right, brothers. Last week, Rob Van Dam and Mick Foley wrestled, and Teddy Long." There was a lot of chaos, and somehow 2 referees came down, brother, and they argued over the call. So I'm going to let both of you explain your side of it. And Teddy Long said, "Well, listen, playa, it was obvious to me that Rob Van Dam had his shoulders down, and that's why I counted the 1, 2, 3. Now listen, I usually wrestle tag team matches, playa, but I had to referee this main event, this singles match. But it's plain as day based on this video that Rob Van Dam's shoulders were down," which they were. And then Nick Patrick says, "Teddy, listen. If you look there, Mick Foley's shoulders are down. Listen, Hulk, Mick Foley lost that match. Rob Van Dam pinned him." And Hulk says, "Well, brother, it looks to me like it was a tie. And so, Rob Van Dam and Mick Foley, we're both going to settle this at the pay-per-view. We're both going to go one-on-one. And listen, there must be a winner. There's not going to be a tie again, Jack. And I'll tell you what, the winner of this match is going to become the #1 contender for the WCW World Championship."
Are we getting another title shot? Question mark?
Or potentially Mick Foley.
I should have rated Teddy Long and Nick Patrick on mic skills if I knew they were kind of promo here.
Holla, playa.
God damn.
Mick Foley and Rob Van Dam also pleaded their case as to why they should have won.
I would have rated them all. All right, decent little promo. Decent. Who was gonna come out? The #1 contender. Not one of these guys.
And we've got About the Head Superb Wrestling and Good Heat. And Goldberg defeated Tommy Dreamer with the spear.
Oh yeah, the dreaded spear. Bobby Heenan and
That's
Mike
put
Tenay
many people away.
Had pretty good chemistry together.
Thank God they're really helping the shows, putting that team on their back. Goldberg grabs a microphone and he says, "Suzuki, you've ran away. You've dodged me for the last time. Now I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kick your ass. And there's not a damn thing anyone can do to stop me." And Goldberg throws the microphone down and beelines backstage.
He's going to go kick Suzuki's ass. Let's go.
That's right. We have here Planet Ahmed is in the ring, and they're talking about, how they've. Ahmed's like, "Listen, it's no surprise that I have once again leading a dangerous group. I mean, you look at the teams I've affiliated myself with, the Nation, best of the best. We've won gold. Any team, any group that I'm a part of, we win. And it's only a matter of time before Planet Ahmed has gold around our waist once again." And listen, it doesn't matter what team, past or present, one that's already here, one that's going to come down the line, or one that may reform. There's not a single thing anyone can do about it. And then Bubba Ray comes out. And Bubba said, Ahmed, I couldn't help but hear the little subtle shot you made about tag teams past and present." And Bubba said, and Ahmed says, "Yeah, you're right. That was definitely at you. I heard there's a rumor of a Dudley's reunion, and I just want to say right now, cut your losses while you can, because it doesn't matter. You could get Devon, Spike, Big Dick Dudley. It doesn't matter which Dudley family you get. It doesn't matter, because Ahmed will knock them all down." And Bubba says, "Listen, the rumors are that me and Devon we're not getting back together. All right, we can't see eye to eye. Listen, I don't need a tag team partner to kick your 3 asses." And Ahmed laughs and he says, "Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is?" And Bubba says, "That sounds like a good idea to me. See, this is the 3 of you. Get me a damn referee." And that match happens right now.
A lot of referees getting called out to the ring tonight. Let's go.
And a decent match. Planet Ahmed defeats Bubba Ray Dudley when Ahmed pinned Bubba with a spine buster.
Decent little match right there. Ahmed a 73, Bubba 68. Ooh, I feel like Bubba was getting 90s earlier.
Yeah. Oh. Goldberg is backstage. He's like ripping like dressing rooms apart. He's kicking in doors. He's looking for Ahmed. Or not Ahmed.
He's looking for Suzuki.
He's looking for Suzuki. Ahmed was in the ring. He could have found him. He missed his chance. All right, we needed to kill 10 minutes, so I let Justin make a match, and so he did. So listen, Paul Heyman's hiding Minoru Suzuki really well because he was at ringside for this match. Goldberg really missed an opportunity. He should have just hung up at ringside. You would have saw him. Then it is a match. Shane Douglas defeated Brian Knobbs with a belly-to-belly suplex.
Look, man, this got a 76, man. I should just book your show from here on out.
I don't know about that. I like getting things that are better than 71s. I'm sorry. That was mean. We see here Jericho. He gets in the ring, and this is actually perfect timing. And he says, last week, the highlight reel was the main event. And for some reason, the television broadcast cut out, and you didn't get to see what happened. Because in reality, Justin ended the segment before I could explain it. But that's okay, because I have here a replay. And it shows Jericho doing the highlight reel with Chris. And basically, Jericho's just gloating, talking about how good he is. How, at Cyber Sunday, it didn't matter who they voted, because Jericho would have beaten them, and he proved it. And he just, he was literally he did a slideshow about all the great things Jericho's done in such a young age. And then Chris Kanyon showed up. And he destroyed the highlight reel set, beat up Jericho, and then challenged him to a match at Super Brawl. And then our general manager, Hulk Hogan, made it official after the highlight reel. So Jericho versus Chris Kanyon is made official, Dustin. This match will happen again.
Oh,
Super Brawl.
Great. A rematch. I'm joking. This will be good. Hopefully Chris Kanyon can win this time. What's he going to do different?
Well, we'll have to see. If anything, it may even benefit Jericho, because now Jericho knows how to prep. He knows he's wrestling. But anyway, in a terrible match, terribly awesome, Jacqueline Moore defeated Jazz by pinfall.
Yeah, this match stunk.
This match wasn't good.
Not much to say about it, man. This match was the dog's poop.
Not great.
This match stunk too.
But we've got a tag team match and a poor match. Poorly awesome. Hardcore Holly, the Hollies, crashing Hardcore, defeated Sabu and Sandman. When Hardcore Holly pinned Sandman with a flying leg drop.
Yeah, this match stunk too, Chad. There's not much I can say about this. Sabu carried it.
There. Hardcore Holly getting wins. Oh man, the middle of Nitro was not its best point. Goldberg is in the parking lot, and he finally sees Paul Heyman and Minoru Suzuki getting into their rental car, getting ready to leave. And Goldberg says,
Chad, did we lose you?
and Goldberg, no, can you hear me?
No, I missed the whole thing.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, Goldberg is in the parking lot, and he's looking for Heyman and Suzuki, and he finds Heyman's rental car, and Heyman and Suzuki are in the car, and Heyman sees him, and Goldberg says, there you are! And he, beelines to the rental car. And Heyman's like, drive! Go, he's coming! And Minoru Suzuki, he jumps out of the car. He's not scared of Goldberg. And Goldberg and Suzuki, they start brawling, right? They start brawling in the parking lot. We got ourselves an old-fashioned parking lot brawl. Ooh. And Heyman's like, Minoru, please get in the car! Get in the car! And Suzuki eventually, once he realizes that Goldberg's not gonna let up, Suzuki tries to go back in the car. Goldberg and Heyman says, floor it! And they're getting to take off. But before they take off, Goldberg grabs onto the door and rips it off the car as the rental car drives down the road.
That'll cost WCW some money.
It might. And our main event in about that had great heat and great wrestling. Bret and Sting defeated Kevin Nash and Six when Bret Hart pinned Six with a victory roll. Man, you know when Bret Hart doesn't take you seriously as an opponent when he pulls out the victory roll instead of hitting you with a sharpshooter.
Read the following line. Six was the weak link struggling to keep up with everyone.
True. But listen, Nash and Six have great chemistry.
Yeah. Yes.
After the match, Bret Hart calls out Benoit. He says, Chris Benoit, you challenged me last week to a match at Super Brawl. Well, guess what, kid? I accept. I'll see you at the pay-per-view.
Bret Hart taking on Chris Benoit. That's going to be a banger.
Should be.
Hopefully. If not.
If not, I'll be sad. 89. One more for the guys. Justin, what do you think of that show?
Take what you can get, Chad.
Listen, I will.
That was good. That was all right.
It was all right.
It's all right. It was a middle of the show week. Nitro.
The middle of Nitro could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been. But
honestly, the beginning part probably could have been better too.
The whole thing could have been better, Chad. You get an
main
89.
event. The main event is what did it.
What? What do you mean?
The main event match. Actually, the opening match and the main event match were.
Could have. I mean, they saved it. Who would have thought
Goldberg Dreamer was the best match of the whole card?
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, we'll see for SmackDown, where I will try to beat this, but I probably won't.
And we're back. Can Justin week out a show that's going to be better than Nitro? If he doesn't, Nitro will have the best show of the week, or the second best show under Thunder. We will have to see.
I don't think we will, Chad, but I think in terms of my shows in storytelling, I think this is a good one.
Well, good.
I think this is a good one, Chad. It's not about, you know what? Oh, I didn't even book a whole angle tonight, Chad. I got time. I'm sorry. Here, you tell me.
Yeah, this happened on Monday. What's the worst that could happen?
tell a story, Chad.
Once upon a time, there was a clam, and this clam's name was Kyle. Kyle the Clam.
Kyle the Clam.
And Kyle the Clam was living in the bottom of the ocean. And all of a sudden, a giant figure loomed over. And that figure reached out and grabbed Kyle the Clam and took Kyle the Clam away. And they took Kyle the Clam and they helped make this formula. And this formula was called clam juice. And who was the figure that took Kyle the Clam and made clam juice? Well, he wore a shark costume.
All right, Chad, let's just start over. I forget I can edit this.
All right. You don't want to hear the story of Shark Boy and how the clam juice origin?
No, just here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And we're back with SmackDown. Justin, this is your opportunity to have a show that could beat Nitro, because if you don't, the Nitro or Thunder will have number 1 and number 2 show of the week. We will have to see.
Fuck you, number 2, my ass. The only number 2 WCW is concerned with is the shit that comes out of their mouth.
Ooh, big talk for somebody who has the for the worst show of the week.
Big talk for someone who's never won Company of the Year.
A big talk for somebody who doesn't give a fuck about Company of the Year.
I want to hear no excitement when you finally win one. Then
I will. I'll say, "Oh, delightful." Actually, you know what? I'll say, Justin, I'm going to react and be happy, not because we won. I give 2 shits. I'm happy because you lost. That's why I'll say.
So you're a scumbag. All right, we start the pre-show off, Chad, with Rhino defeating Bam Bam in 7:58 with the Gore. Now that the Gentlemen's Club is here, what does this mean for Rhino?
I don't know.
He's gonna go on his separate ways. We'll have to see. We start off Friday Night SmackDown with the Road Dogg, Jesse James, making his way down to the ring. No 100 promo to start the show. We're going straight, tried and true, the old school classic entrance into a match here, Chad. It's Road Dogg versus Tantanka. And in a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, the WWE pre-show champion, Road Dogg, defeats Tantanka in 15:04 with a pile driver. A decent little match.
Good for Road Dogg.
Good for Road Dogg. The people are saying good for Road Dogg. He's back. He's had a rough couple last, probably 6-7 months. Ever since Kip James left, Road Dogg's never, he's just been floundering here, Chad. Why hasn't Road Dogg gone to WCW? People are asking. Because he doesn't want to be regarded as a loser.
Team up with Kip James and be whatever I rename the New Age Outlaws because you own the name.
Oh, right. Eric Bischoff is in his office. He's doing notes. He's what was he on? What website was he on last week, Chad? Was he? Oh, he was. It wasn't last week. It was a couple weeks ago. He was voting at Cyber Sunday today, and today he's at He's looking at the match card for Super Brawl. It seems to me like Eric Bischoff misses his former home. Eddie Guerrero walks in and he closes his laptop once again. He says,
Is he just crying into his phone?
He says, Eric, my guy. Did you see that? Did you see Monday Night Raw? You see, Raw took the Elimination Chamber match away from SmackDown. That's so crazy. They even had The Rock defend his belt. That's so funny. That's so crazy. And Eric's like, well, you see, this year we have enough in the budget that we can have 2 chamber matches, Eddie. So I don't know what you're laughing about. And Eddie just stops. He's like, excuse me?
He says, what?
What? He's like, Eric, yeah, this year instead of just 1, because now there's 2 brands, Eddie. There will be 2 Elimination Chamber matches. And you see, you make fun of The Rock defending his belt in the Elimination Chamber, one of the most hellacious and violent structures known to mankind. You won't be laughing when I tell you this. Eddie Guerrero, you will not be defending your belt in the Elimination Chamber. And Eddie just relieves. He's like, why? Because of the Elimination Chamber, we need to find a new number 1 contender. Now that The Rock has chosen the Raw World Heavyweight Championship to fight for at WrestleMania, we need to find a new number 1 contender for you at WrestleMania, Eddie Guerrero. So, and if we have you fight in the Chamber and have you lose, then there's no number 1 contender. And we're just out of a Mania match. So instead, Eddie Guerrero, you will be watching backstage. You will be watching wherever you want to watch, actually, Mr. Guerrero. Because in the Elimination Chamber, SmackDown will crown a new number 1 contender, and he will go one-on-one with you at WrestleMania for that WWF World Championship. And now you might be asking, who's in that match? Who's in that match? Well, I can tell you 3 men right now. 1 will be Edge. 2, The Undertaker. 3, Triple H. And fuck it, I'll give you 4. The man that almost won the Royal Rumble, Psychosis.
Woo! Woohoo!
Now I don't know who the other 2 men will be. We have 1 qualifying match later tonight, but Eddie Guerrero, let's start taking notes. And no, in fact, you don't even have time for notes, because I got 2 scumbags backstage trying to get their way out of matches every once in a while, and I need to put them down. So tonight, Eddie Guerrero, you're going 1-on-2 tonight against the Rats.
Oh, you think we're scared of Eddie Guerrero? The Rat Boys are scared of no one.
I need someone to deal with them because they've been ratting around backstage, and I'm just tired of them. So put them down, please, Eddie.
I need especially that Chad guy.
We don't even start. Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier come to the ring, Chad. They're in action tonight. They take on TNT. Tony Mamaluke in the Amazing Red.
The man who's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
And about that, subpar wrestling, no heat, whatever. La Resistance defeat TNT in 14:33 when Sylvain Grenier defeats Tony Mamaluke with a Quebec cutter. We're here in the Oklahoma Rose Garden Arena, by the way, Chad. I just figured I'd let you know.
Oh, good.
That I changed the arena today.
Proud of you.
We move on. Alex Wright. He says, you wonder why I came here to WWF after all this time in WCW? When they signed me out of obscurity, when they toured Germany and they saw me wrestle in some random warehouse. They signed me. They signed Das Wonder Kid Alex Wright. So you would think I have loyalty to the company that gave me everything that I have today.
Oh, sucks.
Chad, shut up.
Sorry.
You'd be wrong. Look, my loyalty is in blood. And the only blood I see is in my father, Steve Wright. That guy left the other company. He left WCW. He came here and he immediately won championship gold. He never called. He never asked me how I was doing over there. He just left me. He left his own son to struggle in WCW. And what came out of that? Nothing. I floundered and I continued to lose. I continued to get booked in some random tag teams that eventually never led anywhere. They called me the tag team curse over there. They called me the reason why Steve Malenko couldn't go anywhere. The reason why Steve Regal relapsed and went to overdose and rehab. They called me the reason why everything went downhill in the tag team division. But I'm coming here because my dad left me to drown over there. He didn't take me along. He didn't tell me he was leaving. He just left. And I'm coming here for one thing only. To end my father's career. Because evidently he didn't give a damn about mine and tried to end it by leaving. So Steve Wright, Dad, whenever you get to the hospital, I'll be waiting. I'm ready. And we can go one-on-one in the ring. And I could show you why I'm the better Wright. So, Chad, Alex Wright, hitting.
Oh, that was a good promo.
Hitting. Booker T and Stevie Ray are backstage with Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray.
Oh, speaking of tag team curses.
Stevie Ray. He's like, hey, Booker T, we got a big match tonight. Yeah, we do. Booker, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Booker, what's going on? I'm good. Let's go get a win. Harlem Heat in action. Tonight, taking on the Blue Meanie and Nova. And in about that had no heat, no wrestling. Harlem Heat defeat the Blue Meanie and Nova in 725 when Booker hits the Harlem Hangover here, Chad. And gets a win here. After the match, they're celebrating in the ring. Stevie Ray raises Booker T's arm. Booker looks at him and kicks him right in the mouth.
Bah. Oh! Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it, sucker? He's standing over him. And he says, boys, come down in the ring. And he joins the Gentleman's Club.
Oh!
Ric Flair, DDP, Randy Savage, and their new member, Booker T. What a group this is, Chad. What a group. We move on. Perry Saturn is making his way down to the ring, Chad.
Oh, so you gonna join too?
No, he's in a non-title match against Shane McMahon here. Forgot he was a wrestler, didn't you?
Oh.
In a decent match, Perry Saturn defeats Shane McMahon in 14:55 with a Death Valley driver. The United States champion is on a roll here on SmackDown.
I did not forget Shane McMahon was a wrestler. I did forget Perry Saturn was the United States champion, though.
We move on, Chad. It's Bryan Danielson. He walks up to Shawn Michaels. He's like, hey, Shawn, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, yeah, sure. Look, Shawn, you're like a father to me, Shawn. You're like my dad. All right, you trained me. I came through your training school. You're like a dad to me. All right, and ever since I came and I made the jump to the main roster, we've been a tag team. We've been tag team champions. We've been through it all. But I think it's finally time that I stepped out of your shadow, Shawn. I think it's finally time that I finally proved myself in the ring. And you always told me in wrestling school, when you thought I was ready to finally make a push, you want to be my first major match. Well, Shawn, no way out. I think it's finally time that the student meets the teacher in the ring. So, Shawn, I'm asking you for a big favor here. Shawn, I'm asking, will you go one-on-one with me? Shawn Michaels, you've been my brightest student, Bryan. Hell yeah, I will. It'll be my honor to face you in the ring. Oh, we're getting Shawn Michaels, Bryan Danielson, Chad, at No Way Out.
Big day. It's a big day for father figures here.
Father
man.
figures. It's a big SmackDown.
Happy not a Father's Day.
Oh, Eric Bischoff.
I'm your dad.
Is confronted by his son, PJ Black. PJ Black's like, hey, I just heard about the Elimination Chamber match, Eric. I feel like I got wrongfully robbed of my title match at Royal Rumble, because I lost. That doesn't happen. That's a fluke, right? I think I should be in that Elimination Chamber match. And Bischoff says, yeah. You know what? We have a qualifying match tonight. We had someone else already ask for a shot at the chamber, and we'll go. There you go. 1-on-1 tonight. I think he's already going to make his way down to the ring. I think I booked that in order, hopefully. So PJ Black in a 1-on-1 match to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, Chad. Who is it going to be against?
Can I guess?
Oh, it's Mystico in a 92 match.
That's what I was going to guess.
PJ Black taps out the former light heavyweight champion and punches a spot into the Elimination Chamber.
How's he going to punch a spot in the chamber? He's going to be in to break a pot.
Do you want me to beat your ass through the headset? That's right, bitch. Oh, Taker's here, Chad. Last week,
fire up the bike.
Last week we saw Taker make the promo said he's going to make his way down or to the arena tonight. He is in action tonight. Well, I guess he made a call. He missed his exit, so he will not be here tonight. He will be in action next week.
What a shame.
What a shame. He missed his exit. And I think that leads us to our main event tonight. Eddie against the Rats. That's what I thought, a 79. And about to head good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Eddie defeats the Rat Boys when Chad was looking for he was trying to cheat. And El Hijo...
That sounds about right.
And El Hijo del Santo, Chad pinned Eddie Guerrero and put his legs on the rope. And Del Santo noticed and he ripped his legs off the ropes. Threw him up. And Chad was pissed off about that, and Eddie rolled him up. And that was the win. Eddie Guerrero rolls up Chad Collier and gets the big win here. And that's the show. An 87. That's what I figured. You look at that main event, Chad, and you say, that's not going to do it. But look, I'll give you this one.
You barely lost, but a loss is a loss.
We are now...
Which means we're playing with house money, baby. Tune in for the second best show of the week. Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry.
We are now tied in the television weeks, 3-3.
Ooh, nice.
3-3. But you did win the pay-per-view because Rumble's Rumble. So right now you have an overall lead at 4-3.
Oh, well, maybe I'll win company. And that would be just a nothing thing to me.
Yeah, winning Wrestler of the Year. That would be something, though.
That would be. Oh, I would get so happy to Wrestler.
You almost had it last year, but The Rock is The Rock. We'll see you for Thunder. Thunder, Chad, can you explain what's going to happen?
Yes, there will be wrestling match. And here we are. This will either be the best or second best show of the week. I'm a happy Chad.
Or the worst.
Well, I guess it's true. I guess it could be the worst.
Did that just confuse you?
I guess it could be the worst. That did confuse me.
That just stumped Chad.
That did confuse me for a second. And this could do worse than all four, but let's be honest. That did floor me. I gotta admit, that slowed me down. But
no, it won't. It will not be the worst. But
that was raw.
It's a possibility. It could do third too, Chad.
Hey, listen, it could finish anywhere in
yeah, I don't know why you were going 1 or 2 right there, buddy. It could be.
Well, I guess I just thought if it does better, then it'll be number 1, and Nitro will be 2. But either way, Justin.
If it
let's just get into the show.
Suck my dick, Chad.
We have a pre-show bout that had poor match. Sick Boy defeated David Flair with a curse.
Cure.
The Cure, yes. And then after that, Rick Rude said, hey, you know what? I'll show you how it's done, Sick Boy. And he wrestled Abyss. And in an abysmal, or a decent pre-show match, Abyss defeated Rick Rude with the shock treatment.
That's not good. Not good for Rick Rude.
We've got Owen Hart and Sylvester Stallone. And Sylvester Stallone, he says, listen, Owen, you really think you have a shot at beating Universal Champion Ken Shamrock. Oh, Owen, listen. You don't stand a hell of a chance, but I'll tell you what. Let's see if Mr. isn't clutch. Mr. can't win a big one. Let's see if you can win the first show of the night, because you're gonna go one-on-one tonight against fellow tap out crew member Vader. And Owen says, Sylvester Stallone, not only am I gonna kick Vader's ass, but at Super Brawl, I'm gonna tap out Ken Shamrock. And I'm gonna win the Universal Championship, and then guess what, Rocky? I'm coming for your ass. Because guess what? Me and my brother Brett, we beat you at Starrcade. And I'm gonna beat your ass one-on-one. So Sylvester Stallone, I hope you're watching carefully. Because I'm going to embarrass your boy. And then I'm going to embarrass your boy. And then I'm going to embarrass you, boy.
I don't like how Sylvester Stallone is treated like an in-ring talent. He's not.
He's Rocky Balboa. And in a superb match, Owen Hart defeated Vader with a sharpshooter.
This match deserved better colored commentary, Chad.
Well, what, you telling me Joey Styles wasn't good enough?
No, Dusty Rhodes and Larry Zbyszko aren't good enough.
Oh, correct. That's good to know. Oh, we have here AJ Styles versus Juventud. Movie says, AJ, I don't like you. I think you're a punk. I think you're an annoying child. And the fact that you beat me and you got a Universal Championship victory against me is asinine. I'll tell you what, AJ, let's see if you can beat me for a second time. And I bet you can. I want to challenge you at Super Brawl one-on-one, the rematch, Juventud versus AJ. And AJ says, you know what, Juventud dadgum, you got yourself a match. AJ versus Juventud, Justin.
Oh, let's go. Is that tonight?
Well, they're in the main event, but it's not a singles match.
What?
Yes. And we've got Samoa Joe versus James Storm in a decent match. Samoa Joe defeats James Storm with a Dragon Sleeper, Justin.
Yes, sir, Chad. Yes, sir. Very decent little match right there.
Yes. And then Samoa Joe's in the ring celebrating, and we see a training montage from Lodi Joe. It shows him running. It shows him lifting weights. It shows him punching raw slabs of meat in a butcher shop. It shows him doing more push-ups. It shows him running again. It shows him lifting more. It shows him doing autograph signings and taking pictures with beautiful women because he's the TV champion. It shows him doing TV interviews. It shows him running. It shows him swimming in an ocean, racing a shark. It shows him lifting weights again. And then it shows him and he barely breaks a sweat, and then he says, "Wow. That was a crazy day." Wait, it hasn't been a day. Oh, that was a crazy 2 hours. Listen, Samoa Joe, I'm the TV champion, Lodi Joe. All right? I did more in 2 hours that you can do in your entire career. Samoa Joe, you made the worst mistake of your life when you decided to get in the ring with Lodi Joe. And at Super Brawl, Joe, you're going to see just how buzz. Because Lodi Joe is going to hit you with his deadly Dragon Sleeper. Or maybe I'll hit you with my patented Avalanche Island Driver. Or maybe I'll take it old school and I'll hit you with the Aerial Brain Buster. Either way, it's your boy Lodi Joe, the sickest guy in the game. Joe. Lodi Joe. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
And we got a singles match about to have good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowds. Shannon Moore defeated Super Crazy with the Morgasm.
Shannon Moore defeats Super Crazy by coming on him.
Oh.
I mean, the Morgasm.
That's a weird name. We've got the Clam Crew take on the Freelancers and in a decent match. The Clam Crew defeat the Freelancers when La Parka pins Steve Corino with the Sky Twister press.
That is a match indeed. Right there.
Yes, the Clam Crew celebrate, but then Justin, They are challenged by Too Cool. They say, you know what, Clam Crew at Super Brawl, we're going to dance. I'm going to moonwalk all over you, and we're going to win the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. And it doesn't matter how much clam juice you drink, because at the end of the day, the only thing you'll be drinking is the sweet, sweet taste of defeat.
Ooh,
and Too Cool. Too Cool. And Tag Team Champion. And we've got a promo backstage. Listen, Daniels and Rey Mysterio, they also don't like each other. And Rey Mysterio, you know, he says, you know what, Daniels, listen, I want to fight you at the pay-per-view too. And Daniels says, well, you know what, Rey? I want to fight you at the pay-per-view. And then Rey says, you know what, Daniels? And he says, what? And he says, I want to fight you tonight. And he says, well, you know what? He says, what? And he says, I want to fight you tonight. And they look at each other. And they go, well, it looks like we've got ourselves a tag team match tonight, huh?
What?
Daniels says, guess so, with Hoovy and AJ.
Oh.
And they go, yep, see you out there.
That's how matches are made.
And that's how matches are made here in Thunder. Speaking of tag team matches, we've got the Sweet Sensation versus Team Canada. And then it is a match. The Sweet Sensations defeat Team Canada with a Vertebreaker.
Yeah, Shineham's bringing out the Vertebreaker on Eric Young right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
here we go. Conan is in the ring, and we've got, making his Thunder debut, Bob Sapp.
Jesus Christ, Chad. You saw Bob Sapp on the pre-show last week. You said, oh, main show right here. That'll get him.
Well, he didn't get a 12.
He got a 24. He
In fact, he doubled it. Well, maybe next time he'll get a 48. Stardust and Steven Regal. Steven Regal, he's enjoying a nice cup of tea. And Stardust walks up to him and he goes, Regal,
Did you just see that last match?
That was shit. But listen, you know what wasn't shit? Me and you, we were in the final 4 of the #1 contenders battle royal. We had a hell of a match. You had the most eliminations. Regal, listen. You've earned my respect. I can't believe it. Listen, Regal, I was thinking, you and I, the possibility of me and you working together, teaming up.
Don't do it, Stardust.
The potentials could be endless. And Regal says, Stardust, when I came to Thunder, I gave myself a promise, and the promise was I would not become a tag team wrestler. You see, I've been with Dave Taylor, Ed Finlay, the tag team curse that was Alex Wright. Stardust says, you also teamed with AJ Styles. Bloody hell, I did team with AJ Styles, didn't I? Well, I guess one wasn't bad, but we didn't win the titles now, did we? Well, no, but we could. Oh, Stardust. I appreciate your offer, but no, I'm good. You and I, we wouldn't get together. You see, I'm sophisticated and you're not. And it's nothing personal, but my skin to be known. Now, please, I'm trying to enjoy some tea. And Stardust says, well, I love tea. And he sits down and says, I love tea. And he just grabs a cup of tea and, like, chugs it. And then he goes, whoa, that's hot. Oh, it's hot. Ah! And he, like, runs away because his mouth is on fire. And Regal just rolls his eyes and just says, with the buffoon.
With the buffoon. All right, Chad, we move on to our main event right now.
Yes. We got a tag team match. Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles, who have excellent chemistry teaming together, defeating Hubatoot and Christopher Daniels when AJ pinned Christopher Daniels with a Styles clash.
Yes, sir, Chad. Yes, sir. We finished the show with a 77.
A 77.
So, man,
well,
that was damn close to a 71. All right.
Yes.
You played a little bit too much with fire right there, brother.
It was Bob Sapp that did us in.
I know exactly what it did it in. We'll figure it out soon.
I think it might be time to rethink my Bob Sapp push that I have slotted in for this month.
Yeah. We'll see how he handles that next week.